All right, we're just given the description. I've already put the picture in, but that's part of the work in a lot of these problems is coming up with the picture. The description tells us that R is the region in the first quadrant bounded by these three curves. They're all lines, so we have three lines, y equals 2, y equals x over 2. Draw all these. The area that's caught between the three of them is the region of integration. And the question is, should we integrate this x first or y first? If we think about this x first, then we're thinking of going from something on the left over to something on the right. And it actually works out pretty well x first because we have just the same function no matter where we are, here or here or here. No matter where we are in that process, with x first, we are going from the same function on the left to the same function on the right. So let's do it x first, and in that way we'll have our double integral. We have our function, f of xy. We're going to go x first and then dy. And so we'll have x equals something on the left to x equals something on the right. On the left, we have x equals y, and on the right, x equals 2y. So x equals y, x equals 2y. And for the y values, this lowest y value here is y equals 0, and the highest one is y equals 2. So we'll go from 0 to 2. And that'll be it for an x first double integral. That's definitely the way to go here. If we wanted to try this y first, notice y first, we can go from y equals this function of x down below up to this function of x up above. And that works for a while, but past this point, it's a different function of x up above. So we do have to break this up if we want to do it y first. If we want to do it y first, we're going to have one double integral, f of xy dy dx, and we'll have y on the bottom going from x over 2 up to y equals x on the top. And that'll be good in this region here, which is the region, I didn't label this point. How do we label that point? We want to see where y equals 2. If y equals 2 on that line, x also equals 2. So that point is 2, 2 right here. And so that'll work for x from 0 to 2. But then we'd also have to include another double integral for the other half of things. And in that half of things, what do we have? Down below, we have y equals x over 2 still. It's the same function down below, but up above we have y equals the constant flat line 2. And this is from x equals 2 to 4. F of xy dy dx. So if we wanted to do it y first, we'd have to end up doing twice as much work. We'd have two double integrals instead of one. Clearly x first is the way to go, probably in this case, depending on what the function we're integrating is, but probably x first is the way to go.